Okay. What's up, guys? I'm back with the only reoccurring series on this channel because it's the only one where I don't actually have to be good at a video game in order for an episode to be made about it. Um, Today I am gonna be talking about the past year of my life. Today is October 16th, 2025. So I'm just gonna be basically talking about from the start of last year's October to right now, and just what's gone on. And it's then because I believe the last year has been probably, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst year of my life. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. So want to kind of go off a month by month basis because I feel as if that is the best way to. Oh, I'll try to. I'm not making any promises here because I'm probably gonna fail with that. But it's been not a very easy time in my life. As much as I would have liked it to be, it just really has not been. Um, so basically just a lot of personal stuff has been going on over these months, and it has really affected me um, a lot. Not only as a guy who makes shitty fucking YouTube videos for like 10 people, but as also a guy who is in college right now and once was in high school, trying to entertain all his friends while all this is going on. And I'd just like to kind of to tell you guys about a lot of the issues that go on. I need some place to talk about it, and this is the only fucking series I have that does that. So yeah, here we go. So a lot of my friends are quite successful. Um, and that's not the issue I have with it. I'm not jealous of any of them, or as many as some other people would say. I'm not jealous of any of my friends, or as they would think. But I look at all of these, all my friends. They're all in relationships, all have jobs, they all have like their licenses and stuff. They're all doing well, and then you kind of look at me, and I've kind of seemed like I've not only have disappointed my expectations for myself in terms of what I think I am able to do, but also in terms of how my friends see me and what they believe in me. I know I've had some people in the past who have been quite disappointed in the way that I am and the way that I act, and unfortunately, that has had resulted in a lot of anger and frustration and a bunch of different other stuff. And that's the worst part about it is letting my friends down because I kind of have looked to them during this time period as my family to some extent because right now um, my family's in complete disarray right now. Um, my parents are very happy. They're always fine with each other. They're abusive towards towards each other, and it's just kind of hard to have a um a very positive opinion on people that you are so vastly want to be different from. Um, that I can't even really, look up to them in terms of how to become a better person. And I've looked up to my friends in that way in terms of what it means to be a successful and have a good, comfy life. But unfortunately, I just don't seem to have the same talent or hard work as my friends do, and that has angered some of them in the past. Um, it sucks because when I look up to these people and then stuff happens that makes it so that they don't like me anymore, it just it really does suck a lot because I feel like I lost a family member, even though they're one, not a family member, and two, not dead. Um, if you know me like in real life, and if you're close with me at all, or just know a little bit about me, you you know of some of the things that have happened to me, but a lot of you don't. Um, and I'm just trying to talk about this with people who have gone through something that might have been similar, and maybe get some help in terms of what I should do to go about this, because none of my friends have gone through this situation at this current moment in time, and I don't really know how to handle it myself because this is obviously something that I don't know how to deal with, and I see I see all my friends who are much happier than I am, much more at peace with life than I am, and are much more better off than I am if our lives were to be judged side to side. Um, it's just it hurts a lot because I wanted to be there. And it's not like something like a lot of it is something I can't really control, and it sucks because as a guy who likes having a lot of control over his life, um, this has been quite a strenuous process to go on. I have people now. I used to have someone who I used to talk about all this with. Unfortunately, circumstances happened that I will not get into. And if you're seeing this, you know who you are. I want to say I'm sorry because I feel like I was in the right in this situation. And even though we were both in the right and wrong at the same time. So, but that's a different story for another time. Um, but even talking about all this stuff, I have still felt that it hasn't helped me because it doesn't help me. It's just words to people that they can't help with at all. Um, and over the last 3 or so months, I've gone through a very weird feelings of emotions about people. I questioned a lot if they actually did like me as friends. I've come to the realization that a lot of them didn't, and that they were just using me to make themselves look better. And that realization, that I'm pretty sure that was what was happening, it hurts a lot. It very much hurts, and and it caused me to have a great spell of very bad depression and not emotional well-being, And obviously, since I've graduated high school, I haven't been talking to as many people as I once was because I'm not in school with people I've been in there for 4 plus years with, not 4 plus 3 plus years with. And obviously, as a guy who dealt with social anxiety, and it took a long time for me to feel comfortable talking to everybody. That is very not fun. But again, there's nothing I can do about that because I have graduated high school now, and I kind of just have to deal with it. I I hope that I'm able to one day, you know, get rid of all of these problems that I'm currently dealing with right now. But as it seems right now, I don't think I'm able to, and I don't think I will in the future. Um, I remember I thought last year was gonna be the worst moments of my life. I almost died in a motel room with three other people asleep, and I lived. And had I known what was gonna come up in the next couple of months after that, I would have much rather that I was dead than alive. Um, because I would rather be no longer on this planet and be remembered. And I thought people thought of me more than they actually did, than having the realization that only a small selection of people actually did care about me at all. And a lot of people were not very nice to me in high school, and that obviously took a toll on me. Um, and there's a lot of reasons for it. I won't get into them, but I thought they're very stupid reasons. And even if I tried my hardest to be, you know, the best version of me that I can be, it didn't seem to matter. And I was very I was very much a person who wanted just to make everyone happy. And if that way is people gonna laugh out of me, I thought that that was good enough for me. Unfortunately, I, at the end of the day, forgot that I'm also a human as well, and I let myself get pushed around too much, and eventually, just I snapped on the wrong person, and currently I'm paying the price for that. But it's just kind of the way it be, honestly. Um, as I have begun to stream more and more, I have kind of found happiness a little bit because I meet some people that just don't know who I am, don't know what I look like, don't know where I'm from, and then it just makes me happy. Um, and I had blamed some of these things on bad luck, and sometimes I blamed them on other people and the way I treated them or the way they treated me. But I have come to the realization that that just probably has nothing to do with each other, and it's just an extremely case of bad luck. Um, if anyone watches this that knew me or knows me that feels like I've wronged them in any way, shape, or form, no matter for what reason, or how minuscule or how big you may think it is. I'm not gonna ask you for forgiveness because I don't deserve it, nor do I feel that you should. But I'm gonna ask one thing only. I want you to think about what I've just said and how I was feeling during those times, and some of the things I might have said, and some of the ways I might have wanted you guys to treat me. And I just want to say that if you truly do believe that I was acting like that because I was how I actually was, and not because of everything else that was happening to me during my life at that point, then so be it. We'll go our separate way. You'll think that, I'll think differently, and that'll just be it. Because we're both human at the end of the day. We can't really do much about it. But if you had realized now that maybe you were a little bit too harsh on me, and that I should maybe you think that I'm a person that is worth forgiveness from, I am willing to talk, and I would like to talk, and hopefully we can sort out the differences that we have. But that's all I ask for. So thank you all for watching. If you're new, make sure to sub, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.